the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The break the huddle coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. They go play action for Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll try to run for it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down. Play action now. It's Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. A 19-yard pickup there. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That's caught once again by Ingram. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. And he's in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Anthony Gould now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. At their own 36-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. On the ground for the 1st time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. Now we get whistles. Time has run out. The first quarter has come to an end. So after 1, it's the Jaguars on top. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. To throw is Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. And it's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Throwing is Lawrence. Oh, he thought he had a man across the field, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's a run by Taylor. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis. On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Richardson will give it to Taylor. The speed on display. He's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well,
and they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Duvernay on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now here's Lawrence. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
this is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Adds to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Lawrence. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. To the end zone. It's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we reach halftime here, and the visiting Jaguars are out on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Here comes a return from the end zone. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
There's no doubt that you appreciate the toughness he shows here, Mike. I mean, for a quarterback to put his head down and pick up some tough yards, his teammates love it. And I'll tell you, his coaches, they want to see him protect himself, understand when he had enough to pick up the 1st down, to get down and live to play another snap.
So a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Richardson going to look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down. To throw, it's Richardson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Jonathan Taylor, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Richardson to throw. And that is incomplete.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Throwing is Richardson. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have a Colts 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
He runs with it, and he will get into the end zone. Anthony Richardson, touchdown, Indianapolis. So now, with the lead up to 5, they're going to go for 2 and try to extend it out to 7. Here's Richardson. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Duvernay on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down. They go play action for Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Kirk. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Jaguar first down.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man running with them, and they connect. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. Lawrence. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having it.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's Gould on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Richardson. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
You know, Mike, this is why they teach these guys to never give up on a run. There was multiple times there that he could have taken what he got, go down with the tackle, and live to play another day. But he kept fighting, broke free, and then look at the play that resulted. Huge game.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. They'll go with Taylor. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. Taylor. Oh, that's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come 4th down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up 1st and goal.
Now, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This to win the game. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This one he's got to have.
GG's, my boy. Should have known better. Should have gone better. And I know Jerome better. Hey.